When we were talking about as a little kid, I used to say breakfast. I couldn't say breakfast.
Okay.
I know, it was weird.
All right, everybody. I'm on here and I'm going to share the screen. So I'm going to need to log into Canvas. And what I'm going to do is I want to give you a couple of reminders about the submission of assignments as we come down to this critical time. In the course. I'm going to talk to you about, share some time, talk to you about downloading, uploading files or assignments, and dealing with your quizzes or your submissions. Now, just for sake of simplicity, and I'm going to be sending this out to all of you in your email, everybody in my classes, just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to come over here to BISS 1123A, okay, for spring 2018. And again, this applies to all of you, no matter what class you're taking, so you'll need to listen very, very carefully. Now, I'm going to come in here, all right, and, you know, as I've told you before, I have as instructor two views. One is my view, and then there's also then your view as a student. And you may have noticed sometimes when I was casting, doing a screencast, that you saw some items that weren't showing up on your computer. And the reason is those are things I had hidden, so you didn't see them. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to come down here to settings. Okay. And in the settings, I'm going to have a student. I'm going to choose a student view. Okay, this lets me see what it looks like from your perspective. Okay, and then of course when I'm through, I'll leave. Now, I'm going to start first with uploading assignments, because what I get at this, I'm starting to get more and more, and I shouldn't be, of these emails that, oh, I uploaded the wrong file and blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're going to talk about that today, and we're going to solve that problem. So I'm going to come over here for a moment to the syllabus, which of course has lists of all of the stuff that's due. Now, I'm going to come down here to an assignment that is not due until May the 10th. All right. Now, again, everybody, this is for everybody in every class I have. I just happened by convenience to come over here to BISS 1123 Section A. Okay. And I'm going to click this Upload ACCDB 5 here. So this is an assignment that I need to upload, okay? Now, I had uploaded an assignment, a file, okay? And notice what it says right here, resubmit assignment. I can resubmit an assignment as many times as I want until the assignment closes. Once it closes, I can't submit any more work. So when I've said, so draft mode in Canvas as far as uploading files, i.e. assignments, is this. You can submit as many times as you want. So if you make a mistake on a file, you're fine. But the minute that this this due date and time at 5 p.m. on May 10th, you can't submit any more work. So if you procrastinate, okay, or you don't, you know, most of the time I'll go through one of these workshop cases, and I'll say, okay, now go ahead and upload this, and it mystifies me that people just don't do it. I don't get it. Okay, so you know, you ought to do it as soon as you see the recording. And as some of you are, as I suspect, well, I don't suspect, I know, because I track everything you can do in here, are waiting, and then you do binge views. You'll binge and you'll watch several screencasts at a time. You're going to get yourself in trouble because you'll have a deadline sneak up on you. And you do know how I am about this, because this course is so accessible to you. It's so flexible. I am pretty hard. I'm more than hard-nosed. I have the same standard that many of the faculty do, and that is first late assignment, missing assignment, 50% credit. From there on out, it's 0. I better have some really extenuating circumstances. So that being said, see, if I want to, I can resubmit all the way up to the point where the assignment closes, and that is the due date on this particular assignment in this particular section of business problem analysis, May 10, 5 p.m. Okay, I can upload multiple files. So when you tell me I uploaded the wrong file, then I found I should have done something. Okay, here's the deal. All right. You, again, you can submit a file, and then until the point where it closes, for example, here it says May 10th, 5 p.m., up to that point, you can submit. If you find something that you did wrong or whatever, you can resubmit up until the point that that assignment closes. This is what we call draft form in Canvas. Now, I do have the capability as instructor to say you only get one upload for assignments. I don't do that. But let's talk for a moment now about quizzes. Now, if you want to find out, if you want to take a quiz, there's 1 of 3 places you can go to in Canvas, navigate to do it. You can come over here to the syllabus area, which lists all of the assignments plus the due date. You could come over here to the quizzes because that's what it is. It's a quiz. See, Canvas differentiates these. They call assignments is stuff you upload. Okay. Quizzes is an online exam or quiz. So I'm going to click quizzes. And it will fire up all the quizzes that are due, and it will give you all that information. Now notice it says closed. That means you can't do any more submissions. All right. And as you go down, as you start to see, you'll see all the exams that the folks, that everybody in BISS 1123, this is section A, there's a section B as well. All of their exams are closed now because they've done them. But final exam part 2, 3, and 4, those are quizzes. Okay. And I'm just going to click on it for a moment. Now it's going to give you some very important information, and you need to pay attention when you click in. First of all, it's going to tell you, okay, the due date. All right. And I'm going to have to set up that due date there. Well, I tell you that the exam. So I have to change the setting on that to make sure. This should be submitted no later than 10 a.m. Central Time. So I'll have to go in and edit the due date. It's 25 points. It's 25 questions. You have a time limit of 40 minutes. Okay. And then you have 2 attempts. All right. You have 2 attempts. Now, you say, all right, so I have 40 minutes, 2 tries. Exactly. If you try more than 2 attempts, it won't let you. At 40 minutes, it shuts down, no matter whether you've submitted 1 attempt or 2 attempts. Let me say this, your exams are open book, they're open note. However, you'd be smart to read the material or have some notes with you, so you're not trying to take it cold. And frankly, as I've said before, I'm prepping now all of you for finals. Do not, under any circumstances, try to just come in and take all three final exams or quizzes in a 2-hour period. It may not go well for you. Okay, so that's pretty much as far as the submission of assignments. Okay, remember, you can submit draft, these are file uploads, let's call them that, as many times as you want until the due date. On exams and quizzes, that's a different matter. You'll need to check to see if there's a time limit, and you'll need to check to see if there is a due date. Now, I'm going to have to go in and fix that due date for this course, okay? All righty, that'll do it, folks. So I'm going to leave the student view and go back to the instructor view. All right. And notice over here that you're going to see where I've got some notes here about what is covered. And if you go back up into the modules, and this is par for the course for all of my classes, I will, well, for BISS 1123, I have a file here that tells you, and it's in the welcome module. Resources for BISS 1123 exams. Okay? All right, folks, I'm going to stop the share, and then I'm going to email this to all of you. And please take a look at it. Make sure that you don't get yourself into an issue.